This is a better part 2 than Beetlejuice in Hawaii. I mean, fair. I'm excited for what was it? Beetlejuice Goes to Hell. They're supposedly they're still trying to do a true like Beetlejuice 2, getting everybody back like Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, and recently Gina Davis announced that she would be excited to come back, and Brad Pitt's production company has taken over the project. I think it's like a few years too late to like properly do a Beetlejuice sequel, but I'd be excited to see what they try and do. So many years like separated from the original, so many decades separated from the original. You know, whether or not they reach out to Alec Baldwin about coming back, we'll see. But or remakes and reboots, hooray! No, that's not what this is. This is a Beetlejuice 2. It's not a remake or a reboot. Well then, I guess I'll come back to this. We're rebooting a dead cult. It's not a reboot. This is planned to be a direct sequel to the original with the same cast. That's not a reboot. You could call it a revival, but it's not a reboot. Let's back around this way. Maybe it wasn't doing it because I was in combat? Yeah, okay. Lame. Revival, yeah, that's a better word. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of... Oh, that was it?
Clear time.
That was it? Okay.
Combo.
I feel like there's a lot of nuance around like, oh, is it a reboot? Is it a revival? Is it a remake? You know, like for video games, you know, remakes or remasters, where do you draw the line? If you make new assets for the game, but it's still based on the same coding, is that enough to call it a remake because they remade some of the assets? Like there's a fine gradient, like what's a good example? I feel like there is an example to think of for movies that isn't just coming to my brain, but like when it's called the same, like they don't call it anything new, it's just the same name of the movie, but they reference the original, like the original already happened, so it's like a sequel, but they're calling it the same thing. I think like some Friday the 13th movies tried doing that. Like Friday the 13th by Rob Zombie, I think was just like I think that was just called Friday the 13th, but it like referenced some of the original stuff. So like it's a sequel, but also they're trying to bring it to a new audience, which I think there is some merit in trying to do that, in trying to revive. I think revivals can be beneficial for an audience, you know, like trying to bring certain like kids properties back You know, like every now and then they'll reboot a kid's property trying to bring it to a new audience, and like each generation of those kids grew up with like a different variant of like that property. So I think there's some camaraderie with that. Like, oh, I remember the original, and it's The Thing. The Thing is a great example because John Carpenter's The Thing, one of the most beloved like I guess murder mysteries is a good word for it. It's a monster movie. It's a whodunit. Who's the creature? It's a thriller. One of the most phenomenal like practical effects spectacles is a remake. John Carpenter's The Thing from 1982 is a remake of a 1939 movie, 36 movie called The Thing from Another Planet. Now I've seen them both, and for the time, The Thing from Another Planet is fine. It's funny nowadays because like there's a lot of nuance that is sorely missing from movies from the 30s. But I think like taking a property, because it's all based on a book. All of the versions of this movie are based on a novelization. But then like they remade John Carpenter's The Thing in like 2016 or something, 2015, and that one was bad. Like just straight up that one was bad. But I think The Thing is a good example of a remake done right and a remake done bad. You know, a remake isn't good if it's just like trying to play off the original and it's like beat for beat the same. Like they remade Psycho shot for shot. There was a like shot for shot remake of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, and it was like, okay, what's the point? The original still exists, and it was done masterfully for the time. It had like big names in it. It was so shocking for the time, considering they killed off their star power. Like Scarface, yeah, that's a great remake. But I think what it does with the material, it's like, okay, it's based on this older movie, but it's different enough. We did it our way. Like John Carpenter did The Thing from Another Planet his way. You know, he had like because the original Thing from Another Planet wasn't really a horror movie. It wasn't like a super scary jump in your face. It was just kind of like, oh god, there's a... Okay, so for context, when they were in the original version of The Thing from like the black and white movie, when they were analyzing the creature's DNA, they basically said the closest, like his physiology is so different from ours. The closest thing on the planet, like on our planet, close enough to his DNA is a vegetable. So like they were joking that like he was made out, or I can't remember if this was a joke in the movie or just something like, because I had to watch this movie for a class, so we just started calling him like the Carrot Man. So like there's just this big vegetable dude is just kind of wandering around the station, and it's like, oh god, he's loose, kill it. So there's not like a whole lot of nuance. But like John Carpenter took that idea and ran with it. You know, you're stuck in a remote frozen wasteland, isolated with a shape-shifting creature. That premise is the same. It's still The Thing from Another Planet. I think it's based on a book called Who Goes There? Which might, now that I think about it, it might have gotten a different version as well between the 30s and the 80s when that remake came out. But like just taking that core idea and doing something different with it. Never seen The Thing? Phenomenal movie. I'm a film major, so like I gush over things like this. So what makes it so great is the practical effects were done so masterfully they still hold up today. On like Blu-ray, 4K, whatever like new version you watch it on, very seldom are there instances where it's like, oh, I can tell that's makeup. Like it was done so well. And it's not afraid.
Jack, want some candy?
No, thanks. I've had enough of your treats.
Aw,
Jack needs to just
get me
arrest these
started.
kids.
Our biggest trick is yet to come.
I've beat up all of these children, and he's just like, stop helping Oogie, and walks away. They're not gonna learn. Just arrest these children. But yeah, I'd highly recommend watching The Thing. That's like one of those top 10. Even like it's not even scary. It's body horror, like Junji Ito body horror. So if that doesn't do any, like if that bothers you, you know, probably not for you. Can I burn this? No. Is it gonna make me backtrack? Cool. So it starts me off in a corner that I can't move out of, and it just expects me to know to move away from it towards the camera. What are you? Maybe I can move the vine if I hit this pumpkin. Well, I'm gonna start by saving it.
Behemoth once scolded me for eating
Ito horror is dope. That's just like the first like body horror thing that came to mind. I wouldn't strictly say it's like Junji Ito. It's very Cronenberg. It's very like that's something else I appreciate about it is when it comes to like sci-fi stuff, if you're gonna do an alien, go all out. If you can tell it's a guy in a costume, that's not very like imaginative for like science fiction. That's why things like Arrival, Alien, those work so well because it doesn't look humanoid. And The Thing does that very well. The creature like shapeshifts, but like every now and then you'll see like a human face like it's trying to emulate something. And it's all done with like practical effects and very little. I don't think there was really any CGI in that movie because it was like 1982.
Don't forget.
Save it.
Save it now.
Risk doing it again.
Or risk doing it again.
Yeah, I'd highly recommend watching The Thing just for the. Another good example of a remake. Just thinking about Tim Burton stuff. Not before people talk about it. I don't mean the Chocolate Factory movie. That was god awful. The original Gene Wilder, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is cinematic, like, I don't want to say cinematic perfection. Like, I think there's very seldom a perfect movie, but that is just so wholesome and perfect. Leave that alone. But one of, I think this might have been Tim Burton's thesis project for college, was like an original short called Frankenweenie, which, you know, he turned into a stop-motion film from the same company that animated Corpse Bride for him and stuff. So, like, if you have an idea that you love so much, and after so long in your career, you finally have the means to do it justice, I think, like, the original creator remaking, like, a passion project like that, that's totally fine. That I feel, you know, I feel like if it's done justice for the creator, if that's, like, the true vision they wanted for it, and they couldn't, like, do it proper early on in their career. That film was not good. The short is way better. I've only seen the short. I've actually not seen the movie. But again, I just have to speak, like, as a creative. You know, if that's what Tim Burton wanted, I feel like. And it doesn't even like destroy the original. The original still exists. People can still watch the original. I think it's like a DVD extra on like a special, like the 20th anniversary edition of Nightmare Before Christmas or something. I feel like it had included it. It's probably also on the Frankenweenie DVD, like the movie. I think should have the original short. But, like, speaking as a creative, if there's, like, if Tim Burton felt like that stop-motion animation was the right way to go for that project, and that's, like, the true vision you wanted for it, I can respect that. Whether or not it's any good, I can't speak to, but I can respect the hustle of saying, yeah, I know I made it, but I want to make it again. Alfred Hitchcock did the same thing. Alfred Hitchcock's career went on so long, he was able to remake one of his earlier movies. I never saw his remake of it. I think it was The 39 Steps? He had a movie called The 39 Steps pretty early on in his career, and I think that was the one he remade. I've only seen the original. It's good. Again, I can't speak to whether or not the remake is any good, but Alfred Hitchcock later in his career was able to get more money from studios because his movies were good, and they made a lot of money, and he said, I want to remake one of my older movies. I respect that. I respect saying I didn't get it right the first time. I can do better. I'm better at my art. I can, get a bigger budget. I can do it better. A bad remake is Poseidon. The original Poseidon adventure from 1970 whatever, with like Ernest Borgnine and stuff, is so good. And the remake, it's flat. Instead of like, it doesn't feel like there's any human struggle in there. It's just kind of an adventure of, oh no, we're in an upside down boat. It's very like project to project in terms of what makes or breaks a good remake. Or like reboot or anything like that. It's really hit and miss depending on the project. But Halloween Ghost. But I'm willing to strongly yes, Hollywood should come up with new ideas, and yes, the thing is, speaking a little inside baseball here, the studio system is changing currently for how movies are being made. And this is something that a lot of older quote unquote celebrities and stars are kind of bemoaned about, is that movies aren't made the same anymore. Nowadays, instead of a major studio like Universal or Disney saying, come to us with an idea and we'll produce your movie, people can now make movies very easily and then sell them to other people. That's why streaming services are so big. Netflix has, just up on their website, Netflix has specifications saying, hey, if you want to make a movie for us, here's the specifications of what it needs to fulfill, like aspect ratio, frame rates, it needs to have subtitles inclusive, there needs to be a track of subtitles that can be turned on and off. It just has a list of requirements, and people can just make whatever they want. If it fulfills that requirements, they can get a movie on Netflix. Also, it's a programming thing. If it's what Netflix is looking for at the time for their programming. It's very interesting. We're in a weird state of transformation in the industry. So, that's why I think a lot of people are saying movies aren't the same anymore, because they're not. They're not made the same. There's with the change, things aren't made on sets anymore. They're made in people will. It's cheaper to do it in front of a green screen or to pay to shut down a street for a bit than it is to build a set of a street. It's just cheaper. So, excited about the Addams Family reboot by Tim Burton. Oh, the one that focuses on Wednesday Addams. That'll be interesting. Can I get up there? I don't know what's going on up there. I remember. The only thing I know about that, it looks fun. It looks Tim Burton fun. You know what I mean? Kind of that macabre kind of fun. The only thing I remember is people were mad about the casting of Gomez Addams. I think there was some fat shaming going on or something, some waitist comments about the casting of Gomez, and people were making such a big deal out of it that it kind of knocked the wind out of my sails for that. You know how some people will hate watch or they'll review bomb, and I'm okay, this is gonna be the next thing that people get mad about. Especially considering that the parents are background characters. It's about Wednesday. I don't know what I was doing. I hit a button and something opened up. Am I going the right direction? We'll find out. We'll find out if I'm going the right direction. I am not? I don't... Because I hit a button, and I saw another branch move out of the way. But I don't know where that branch is, because the The camera angles in this game are terrible. Can I go up there? No. Error. If I just keep walking this way. No? No? Okay. Oh, click that. I don't know if that's gonna be what I want it to do, but can I? Oh, okay. I gotta be quicker than that. Okay, I got it. Nope, grab that. But yeah, I'm excited for the Tim Burton Addams Family. I'm excited to see what he does with that property because it's so up his alley. And I feel like those animated Addams Family movies that have been coming out, those are fun, but it's just not the same as like the Raul Julia, like the movies from the 90s. It's just not the same. Let's go. I had all the pieces, I just had to put them together. Cool. Oh, there's a new one. What if I killed it? Interesting. Am I still live? I just got a notification saying welcome to the chat room on OBS and I'm very confused. It's fine. The button is still green. We're still doing it. What,
Toll robber! Toll robber!
can I just grab that? I don't want to jump down. I see where it is. It's up there. Can I jump across?
Toll robber!
There we go.
Toll robber!
Oh boy. Hannah was Morticia. Really? Was that like Addams Family Reunion or something? Like the one I never saw? Because I liked Addams Family and Addams Family Values. Reunion to start. Yeah, the straight to VHS one. Because, like, I remember I liked Addams Family and Addams Family Values. Those are both, like, very solid movies. And then Raul Julia died, and they tried making, like, a third one without... I don't remember... I never saw it, so I don't know how much of the original cast came back. Tim Curry as Gomez. Yeah, I don't think I'll be watching that. I love me some Tim Curry, but in micro doses. Tim Curry starring in stuff is a bit much for me. I can only micro dose Tim Curry. Macro dosing Tim Curry, I think I'll OD.
Excellent.
I gotta cut Tim Curry with something, or it's not a good time. Is that Oogie? We'll never know. We'll never know. It's impossible to find out. Okay, yeah, save game. Should probably be saving our game more often, but you know. Barrel's Maze. That was not much of a maze, if I'm being honest. It's who's that Pokemon? Sent in an Oogie suit. Peril in the Pumpkinhead. So is this gonna be like another boss fight? Like, am I gonna fight the pumpkin? Is this okay. Real quick. I have a problem already with what's happening here. They're making me go through this gauntlet like this maze. You gotta, you know, swing your way across these like platforms and stuff. I'm gonna have to do the same thing coming back, aren't I? The bridge isn't gonna be fixed by the time I'm done here, is it? And I'm gonna have to go all the way back around that stupid goddamn maze. Okay. But the rivers are made out of mountain. Then let me jump in.
They're attacking from within.
Bro, they're ghosts. Aren't ghosts like citizens
I'd
of
better
Halloween
climb up
Town?
and have a look.
How do you know that they're just chilling? Leave them alone. They're just maxing out and relaxing all cool. Ghosts aren't real. Ghosts aren't real, Jack. You're crazy. The 8-foot-tall skeleton man's just insane. Put him away. Put him away forever. So wait, is the purpose of repossession as a mechanic to make enemies easier to beat? Because I'm not having an issue. Because like when I first got to the pumpkin patch, it was like ghosts that were like the funky Oogie Boogie blacklight color. I could still kick their ass before and after hitting them with repossession. Am I really gonna need the Santa suit the rest of the game? I don't like how it's pumping like a heart. I don't like that. I'm inside it. Is this gonna be like a Great Deku Tree thing? Am I gonna get out and the giant pumpkin's gonna be like, "Thank you, Jack"? Yeah, like these blacklight skeletons. It was having me use the repossession thing to make them normal. To make them uncool. I used the power of Christmas to make things lame. Now what? Oh, there was a whole other section over there. Fun. Good to know. Please just give me... This game would be made a million times better if I was just given control of the camera. But Capcom doesn't know how to do camera controls, so... If Capcom knew how to do camera controls, I'd have a camera. What do you want from me? Like, it's gonna... I have to get close enough for it to hit me, and I can't get away in time. Okay. Dodge roll. I gotta dodge roll. I have to do the old bait and switch. Or not. It's just gone? I don't even gotta kill it? Man. This game is really, like... I don't know what to make of this game sometimes.
What? You made it through my maze?
Now, Barrel, it's time I taught you a lesson.
It's better than building a platform beat 'em up in a fighting game engine. Absolutely. To be fair though, that was a video game tie-in for a bad movie to begin with. I guess bad movie isn't the right... I have fun with Batman Forever. It's campy as hell. It just doesn't fit the same aesthetic as like the first couple like Tim Burton Batman movies. Like Joel Schumacher, I feel like was doing his best, but so many engines to use by a fighting game. Oh, you know. Yeah, everybody hit me all you want. All I have to do is beat the child. All I have to do is hit the child. No. All I have to do is beat the child. There we go. Again, Jack, arrest this child. So, it's okay, the child... There it is! My stupid fuck-off turkey door! I want it!
Barrel, pranks
I
are
want
one
that door as
thing,
my front
but
door to my
real
house.
danger is not a good idea.
I'm sorry, Jack.
Now, no more serving Oogie.
Okay, Jack.
Fingers crossed, right? Like... Yeah, that's a... That... Rule of threes. We kicked Locke's ass. I'll make you a turkey door. And I'd gaslight people with it too. They'd be like, "What the hell's up with your front door?" I'd be like, "What are you talking about?" And go back to whatever I was doing. Like, people come over, open the door, there's like, "What's going on here? Why a turkey door? What do you mean? It's a door. Look, it fits in the frame and everything." For north gate of the plaza, it unlocks the residential area. This inventory sure is cluttered. I should throw out some of these doors. Dang, this is bad inventory management. Let me just get rid of it. All I need is the healing items.
Clear time. Combo. Damage. Exclamation marks count. Nightmare.
Is your
rat.
favorite door the firecracker?
Excellent.
I like obnoxious things. In the sense that, like,
Bonus.
it's inconvenient for some other people. Like, the turkey door would not fit in a door frame, and that's really funny to me. So, like, I guess I wouldn't want it on my house. I just think the concept is funny of just, like, having a normal rectangular door frame and affixing an odd-shaped door to it. So, like, I guess I wouldn't want it on my house. The firecracker. I'm trying to remember what the firecracker door looks like. If it's just what I think it is, like, yeah, sure, that's a sick looking door. It's interesting though how, at least for like, it's interesting that like all of the doors in Nightmare Before Christmas are very like America centric. Like half the holidays, it's like, yeah, we got like Christmas and Halloween, like those concepts are kind of like they're around the time of other things, you know, like Christmas was painted over the winter solstice, you know, by the Christian religion, just to, you know, appropriate that holiday, just be like, oh no, it's not satanic anymore. But like, you know, the solstice, you know, there's still like a winter holiday generally, but like there's no Hanukkah door. It's just Christmas. There's like the Halloween door, which, yeah, you know, some, like, lots of countries around the world have something similar to that. You know, it's like a harvest thing, or, you know, like it's an annual thing to like drive away evil spirits or spend time with you know, loved ones gone, like Dia de los Muertos. Like, there's still like a holiday around that time for a lot of people. But then it's like, you write what you know. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. You know, yeah, but like then it's like the 4th of July door, the Thanksgiving door, not like the New Year's door, you know, something a little more universal. Even like St. Patrick's Day is like that's kind of something Western society does, you know, like that's that's, you know, Easter, that's like, you know, a religious holiday, so lots of cultures probably have something similar to that. But I just love like and Thanksgiving, it's the drinker's holiday. Next chapter, please. Runaway clown. I already saved the clown. The clown with the tearaway face, I already saved his ass. What's he gonna do? I got like 2,500 souls. Let me spend my money. I want that. I want that. How do I get that? How do I get up there?
Coal robber.
How do I get out of here? Am I gonna have to go like all the way back up and around and drop down to it?
Coal robber.
Worth it. I mean, that's extra. That's like an extra hit on my health bar. That extends my health bar. Those pumpkins are worth it. And then I drop down. And then... Can I drop down the side, or can I only drop down here? Go around.
Coal robber.
Okay, but how do I want it? How do I get it? James the Giant Pumpkin.
Yeah.
How do I get it? I want it. How do I get it? I swear to God, I'm gonna start crying if I don't get what I want. For real. Do I... burn the stem? If only you had a guide. Man, fuck this. What if I just sat here and Googled it? Huh? Isn't this a great use of everybody's time? Alright. Nightmare. Nightmare Before Christmas. Oogie's Revenge. Golden. I feel like I'm having a stroke. What a Google. Nothing I'm spelling is really work. Golden. Pumpkin. In the giant pumpkin. I just wanted to write pumpkin in the pumpkin, but I feel like that wouldn't be specific enough. Yes, I did mean Oogies with an apostrophe. I did mean the possessive Oogies. There's a guide from 2019. That's actually much more recent than I thought. Oh God! Golden Pumpkin, Town Square, Graveyard, Pumpkinhead. You can get it after beating Barrel. Use a triple jump to get on the trunk where it is. Triple jump? I can't even do one jump, my guy. You mean like the dodge?
Come on. Yeah.
Oh, just mash the dodge button. I got it.
Yeah.
triplejU.mp. triplej.mup. Alright, let me... Hang on. There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, is that bridge... Is this bridge still out? Just like... Yup. Cool. Guess we're going all the way around. What? Bad game design. Who thought it would be such a cool idea? At least the enemies aren't respawning. Back up this way? Yeah.
Toe robber.
This isn't a waste of everybody's time. You could have just, like, brought me back to town.
Toe robber.
Couldn't have made my life easier. Alright. I'm looking at the time, and I'm feeling like...
Toe robber.
Do I need to go up here? What am I doing? Yes, actually I do. That's not me being stupid. I'm a genius. I'm never stupid. Alright. Back to town. Let's go to the store. Let's go to the shop. Let's go to the witch's shop. the Corner Coven or whatever it's called. What? There's what? That's new. I think. I don't remember that being there. I will say, running around Halloween Town like this is just making me want to replay Kingdom Hearts, just for the like Halloween Town segments of Kingdom Hearts.
You'll always be our hero.
You'll
Jack.
always be our hero, Jack. I'm gonna save up for that because I don't see myself using repossession that much. Scared Stiff. Oh my god, there's more presents? What? Cold Front, Pumpkin Shield. How much is the Kingdom Hearts? Absolutely. Here's the thing. I'm one of those people that's like, Kingdom Hearts actually isn't that hard to follow. Like, as bad as that is, I'm one of those. It's one of those things where, like, I feel like people are daunted just by how many games there are. But, like, in all honesty, if you just played them in order of release, like, that's really all you need to do. So, like, I'm not trying to be gatekeepery with, like, people's knowledge of the games if they only want to play, like, 1, 2, and 3, the numbered entries. Like, yeah, sure, play whatever you want to play. Like, I don't think anybody should... There's too many consoles. Okay, that I also get. Where it was like, you know, PS2, and then there's like a Game Boy game that got remade for the PS2, or maybe those two versions came out at the same time. Chain of Memories. And then it was like DS, 3DS. Although, I will say, all of the games were ported. A lot of the story is in the mobile games. You can just, in all honesty, you could just fucking ignore the, like... There was, like, a browser game called Cross. Or... Kingdom Hearts... What was it? Code Cross or something? You could fuck off. You could just ignore that. I did, and it's fine. But, a lot of, like, the games on, like, DS and 3DS... Like, all of the mobile game... Well, all of the mobile games, I say. All of the important games were ported to the best of the ability of Square Enix into collections on, like, PS4. Like, you can pick up one collection on PS4, and it's on sale a lot. Normally the collection's like $100, but you can find it on sale for, like, the price of a normal game at, like, $60. For, like... It has as many games as possible as they could port, and for, like, the 2 DS games that they couldn't properly port, they at least ported all of the cutscenes so you can watch just like a movie about the story of the game to understand what's going on. And it doesn't have it doesn't have a lot of it in like order of release, unfortunately, but like I think there's enough. It's definitely a time sink, and I feel like the only reason I think this way is because I've played the games as they're coming out. I've never had to, like, play catch-up with this franchise. But I think... so I might just be speaking from, like, a place of privilege in that I just know these games because I've played them a bunch. A lot. And I think, like, even if you're not... I think the worst that they've done... The thing that, like, actively made me very upset is they basically made a novel in game for Kingdom Hearts 3, like, because that was like the first Kingdom Hearts game for Xbox. They were like, Xbox players have never played a Kingdom Hearts game before, we're just gonna do a big old lore dump. If you want to know what's going on, here's a 600-page essay about all of the games previously, everything important that happened. They essentially, like, had a novel in that game of, like, you know, previously, to get you up to speed. That's ridiculous to me. But yeah, like, I feel like the... I can't read. I'm right there with you. I am absolutely illiterate. I don't even know... I don't even know what my next objective is. Map. Use this key to unlock the door to the... Where is the residential area? Behind the... Okay, behind town hall. Yeah, like, I'm just a big fan of those games, always have been, and I feel... I understand the criticisms. I understand the criticisms, too. I'm using the key! I forgot about this. I have to go to the menu, click on the item, Resident Evil style. Now I'm getting the right note. Yeah, I understand the criticisms aimed at the game and that, like, they span too many consoles and, you know, a lot of the stuff is, like, gone. You know, like, the web game is now, you know, offline and...
I was on my way home to get some more supplies when I heard someone screaming and saw a clown riding around. It seems those Oogie
Oh, he's just on
installed
fire.
some kind of engine in Clown's unicycle. Jack, I wonder if you might have something in your bag of tricks that could slow him down.
Impossible. He's just gonna die like that. Bye, clown. Man, that sucks. I'm sorry about that, buddy. That's the worst. I'm just looking for the hide so I can save my game. Where are the hides? They gotta be around here somewhere, right? No? Okay, I guess I'll head back to town. They're in town square, right? Man.
Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho!
No? How do I use the... There's other presents. How do I use them? Stop. Stop the clown's unicycle. The tall witch might have a clue. Well?
I was on my way home to get some more supplies.
Yeah, do you have something in your bag of tricks? I thought I did. How do I...
Merry Christmas!
What? I did get clowned. He's clowning on me.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
He's gonna come back around, right?
Merry Christmas!
What? All gas, no brakes. All gas, no ass. Okay, no, he did that on purpose. He turned to hit me and then kept going.
Merry Christmas!
He is absolutely doing that on purpose.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
What am I to do?
Merry Christmas!
Cool, I can't see anything. Is he coming?
Merry Christmas!
Come on, come hit me. No? He has no brakes as he hits you continually. Oh god, I can't stop. It's the worst.
No brakes! Somebody stop me!
I hit the wrong button. I didn't want to become
Merry Christmas.
Fireball Jack.
No brakes! Somebody stop me! No brakes!
Do I pull him off with the Soul Robber?
No brakes!
Merry
Do I
Christmas.
stop him and then...
Somebody stop me!
That's the wrong button.
Merry Christmas.
No brakes!
Okay, so that... I'm trying to coordinate.
Somebody stop me!
I'm trying to coordinate my buttons here. That's the one that changes my form.
No brakes!
Coal robber. Coal robber.
I don't understand.
Merry Christmas.
I'm open to ideas.
Somebody stop me! No brakes!
Merry Christmas.
Spin to win. Okay.
No brakes!
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
You mean like...
Aha! Aha!
No brakes!
Aha!
No brakes!
Oh, but that...
Somebody stop me!
The spinning is so hard to time. It didn't work.
Somebody stop me! Somebody stop me!
Spin to win, baby.
Merry Christmas.
No brakes! Somebody stop me!
Coal robber.
No brakes!
Merry Christmas.
Somebody stop me!
Oh. I'm gonna go back. Because they're... in the shop. In the witch's shop. It showed that there were other presents that I could, like, upgrade and buy? Question mark? And I just want to see if it's one of those things where it's like, I have to buy the first level. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna buy one of these, and then it's gonna tell me, it's like, oh, you have to use this button to change the present that you're throwing.
Always be our hero, Jack.
See, I have level 2. Have level 1. So these are the ones that are for sale. Okay. Cold front. This blizzard in a box freezes enemies in their trap. That might be what I have to do to, like,
Guarantee this will take all that
to, like,
screaming to the next level.
break the engine? Like the engine on the unicycle? What about Scared Stiff? Temporarily stop enemies with this poisonous package. I don't think so.
Always welcome.
Tell me how to switch. Tell me how to switch presents. Please, I beg of you. Okay, but... 200 IQ. That's me. They call me Fat Brain. Ah, and then triangle swaps the abilities. Cool. They call me Mad Brain because that's what I'm slinging. It's just coming out of my ears. It's a bad time. I have too much brain. What that mean? My brain is so large, it's just coming out of me. I have too much brain going on. No skull can contain me. Okay. Yup, sure. You Mojo Jojo? I might be. Okay. I don't think that's gonna work.
No brakes!
That guy had so much brain. Absolutely.
Merry Christmas! Somebody stop me!
Okay, that's pretty good, right in the middle.
No brakes!
I'm so happy that Powerpuff Girls is getting like more seasons with the original creator. Like Craig McCracken and I think Lauren Faust are coming back for like more seasons or like a proper like continuation of Powerpuff Girls, not like one of like the 18. They had like 3 bad reboots of Powerpuff Girls back to back. And now they're finally like, what? I just spent money.
Merry Christmas! Somebody stop me! Merry Christmas! Somebody stop me! Merry Christmas!
No brakes!
Merry Christmas! Somebody stop me!
Isn't there a Powerpuff Girl anime? I don't know. All I remember is that
The only way to stop Clown is to remove that engine, and not even my spells can do that. If you had some kind of tool.
okay, so I had the right idea to like I'm gonna have to no
Merry
toss that down, change back.
Somebody stop me! Somebody stop me! Coal robber! Coal robber!
No brakes!
Do I have to get him in the ass? Do I have to get him in the ass?
No brakes! No brakes!
That is not a lot of time.
Somebody stop me!
It might last longer with
Ho, ho, ho!
No brakes!
this one. Yeah. I just remember there was like a really bad version of Powerpuff Girls on Cartoon Network that was like the same vein as Teen Titans Go.
No brakes!
Demashita Powerpuff Girls Z.
Somebody stop
Never heard of it.
Merry Christmas!
I hope it was good.
Somebody stop me! Somebody stop me! Coal robber! Merry Christmas!
Just know it exists. That's fair.
Somebody stop me!
Dang it. Okay.
Merry Christmas!
That one.
Merry Christmas!
I'm gonna get it, I swear.
Somebody stop me! Coal robber! Coal robber!
I have the. What are you talking about?
Somebody stop me!
She's just like, if only you had a tool to remove it. I'm using, like, the Soul Robber's whole thing is that it's a goo.
Merry Christmas!
I'm hitting the sticky.
Merry Christmas!
No brakes!
Merry Christmas!
I don't know what it wants from me. Truly, I am unaware.
Somebody stop me! Coal robber!
get good. If only it were that easy. Because she mentioned you have something in your bag of tricks to stop him. So it's basically told me.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry
Alright.
Christmas!
Alright. Let's...
Merry Christmas!
Like, it instantly goes red, like it can't. Do I hold it? Do I need to hold it, and then, like, when it starts going again, it, like, pulls the unicycle out from underneath him?
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Let's... He's gotta come around. No? Well... I'm gonna go back to Town Square, where the hides are, hopefully. I'm gonna save it, I'm gonna call it a day, and probably look this up in the interim before next Wednesday when I stream this game again. So we'll see if I can figure it out. I gotta go up to Jack's house. Why you gotta ring your own doorbell, dude? Just go in. It's not that hard.
Toll robber!
I haven't seen the mayor for a while.
Yeah?
I wonder if he's hiding from Oogie.
Absolutely.
Don't forget.
Save it now, or risk doing it again.
Did I save? Yes. Alright. Save it. And we'll call it a day. Thanks so much to everybody who stopped by, said hi. I always really appreciate it. If you want to drop me a follow here on Twitch, if you want to find me on Twitter, that should be linked in my Twitch page. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter. That's usually where my announcements are, you know, for when I stream. Or you can get, like, the Go Live notification from Twitch itself. All the VODs are going to end up on YouTube. You can find me there. All this stuff should be linked, like, on the other accounts. So if you found me here, you could probably find me on Twitter and YouTube, you know, through the links. What's going on YouTube right now? I got the first Jack and Daxter airing, and I think Psychonauts 1 is coming pretty close to an end here soon, so that's exciting. Coming up on that finale. Next stream is going to be Friday with more Blood Omen 2. And then Sunday we got some more Scooby-Doo. Just for October, and then it's back to our normal rotation. But thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you in future streams. That'd be great. Be good, be kind, treat people the way you want to be treated. And I'll catch you in the next one.